ACC against a team out of Conference USA. The team in red can really play. Ball game.
This is Bassey from the top of the key. A spin down the lane, a fadeaway.
Defense by Louisville for number 1 in white. And there's the first one set. That 45-degree slot. Nice roll out of it. Just missed the leg.
Carly Jones as well.
You know, anytime Johnson works off of a UCLA cut, it's going to be a post-up opportunity.
Explosive ability that he has. And in that game that they lost, their last against West Virginia, he only played about... John. All the scoring for Western Kentucky in about the last 90 seconds as the offense has gotten going. Very young lineup for Louisville on the floor. Tavion Hollingsworth the last.
Because when you grow up in the state of Kentucky and you don't end up at Louisville or at UK and you go to Western Kentucky, there's a little bit of I've got something to prove in a game like this.
And this WKU squad is no slouches coming in here either. They're back down the floor and be able to communicate against a Western Kentucky squad that wants to run on them. They've got Bassett.
And that's a rare combination with that type of a big body.
How does that separate him?
He knows where the offense is supposed to flow. He anticipates defensively a pass or two ahead and keeps him in the right position. Earlier, other than Carly Jones, where's the offense come from? You'd expect Johnson, the Withers, best way for Louisville to play offensively right now.
So Johnson to the corner finds Davis. He launches.
A message to send. Louisville jumped out 30-9 in that game last season, and a different start this year altogether. Carlick Jones is so good off the ball screen action, and he plays with such a nice controlled pace.
Louisville, they've got UNC Greensboro. That's Friday today as they took care of business against St. Francis, PA, 76-51 at John Paul Jones Arena.
You can't win a ball game. You've got to grade out at 75-80% as a one-on-one defender if you're all season long. Stopping Carlick Jones is the #1 priority when you play Louisville. It's not going to change.
Bassey gets it in the post. The double team quickly comes, and so does the kick out. Well, their spacing was discombobulated. No flow on that possession.
Rick Stansberry went from, but they can confuse you. It's hard to recognize, Mike, when the defensive change occurs within the possession. Can he go left? Yes, he's on scholarship at Louisville, but this guy is wired in this game. When this kid has the ball, you shrink the court on him. And their ball screen defense, and there's 3 parts to it: the coverage, the protection, and the recovery.
USA player, preseason all-conference team. This is Bassey trying the 3. Tough rebound for Williams. Underneath, looking for Bassey, and it's intercepted by Johnson.
Yeah, good instincts by Johnson to cut right to the rim, knowing that that's exactly where Bassey will for the recovery. Those are the 3 parts of ball screen defense: coverage, protection, and recovery.
Bassey set a ball screen earlier, but you know, watching him exclusively on that possession, he's just hovering outside the paint.
It's not only of Bassey, but Josh Anderson can just eat you up, man.
On the inbound, Chris Mack gave him well-deserved praise. Said, you know, he did a good job catching passes in traffic, finishing, and being much more engaged and ready on offense. Down the floor, did a chance to grow.
Yeah, well, Louisville's guarding the ball now. It's been a while since Western has had a straight line drive, and that pack defense is working.
Are you surprised that they're not getting it to him on the block more?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing 25 feet from the rim, and the guy's 6'11", 255, and going to be a first-round pick. That right there is where he belongs. He got sped up.
Reset, shot clock dwindling toward 10 for Western Kentucky. Hollingsworth left his feet.
9 from the field over that stretch for 3 turnovers, and it's been Louisville defense that's kind of changed this game.
Yeah, as U of L has gone on this 10-0 run without a bucket for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, you got a double low post offense, so it's almost impossible to make a wing entry because that help side defense.
Nickelberry as well, but Chris Mack said, we don't feel like Nickelberry will be able to play during this event. Right foot in Friday's win over Seton Hall.
And that's a big loss. I think he's a double-figure scorer. That last basket by West.
It's a type of play that won't make the box score, but
right.
It will make the praise in the post-game film. Well, when he gets that space, he takes that look. However, he's yet to...
They've only taken 2 free throws in this game because of their lack of offense. Louisville's defense has been good, but Western has got his eyes. Bassey guarded Bassey on all 3 of those possessions. He only took 5 two-point attempts.
That's back-to-back bucket.
B brought in a lot of good talent. Marshall's got a lot of guys back, but this should be the team to beat in Conference USA in January, February, and early March. At North Time, I was actually his PE coach back in the day when he was a 7th grader. He was a leader then. He's a leader now. My football coach, and Rhett came up playing in that system, but you could just see it when Rhett was young.
Now Louisville doing a good job of keeping
really heavily bandaged, and the elbow as well has bothered him. And now on the box, owning the box, Western can get back in this game.
And Bassey comes in. It's a pleasure to have you with us here today. Western Kentucky and Louisville inside the Yum Center with Jimmy Dykes. I'm Mike Cousins. Western Kentucky.
Kentucky was using drop coverage on the ball screen. 23 in red. He's played really, really well. But I think he's growing into his new role. If he has a future in the NBA, it's as a big physical guard. Louisville continued to shoot the ball at a high clip. Well, they're 6 out of 12 from the three-point line. They came in tonight after 3 games, only making 5 per game. They've already gone past that number tonight.
Williams put it on the deck and had it taken away by Johnson.
With 14:25 remaining, he can still be a big factor. He's a terrific ball player, 22 in red.
Just 3 points for him so far. Great takeaway by McKnight to strip it away from Jones with a jump step into their first 4 games.
Yeah, it's a variety of styles. Watch out. Yeah, he's wired.
Johnson sank into the start of his shooting motion. He goes with 8 on the shot clock. Nearly stripped by McKnight.
Rick Stansbury goes with a 2 on Bassett.
Approaching 12 to play in Louisville. The Cardinals up by 6 over the Hilltoppers. 4-0 to open the season. Western Kentucky a 2-1 mark through their first 3 games. The freshman McKnight from the top of the keys.
Bassey's not on the floor, so Carson Williams is your low post threat, 22 in red. But this offense now should open up and allow drive opportunities, guard in the wing spot, and this could be one of those classes that a lot of...
Can they pull themselves back into this?
Not if they keep throwing it to the wrong team. Western Kentucky now has 16 turnovers in this game. And
so how would you say he feels about being 3-0? Is it happy or more?
They led the nation last year in terms of making more free throws than you attempt. Not the case tonight. Louisville's defense has been terrific, and it's been...
Johnson with the drive.
Filmed on the 2nd Street Bridge, about 15-20 feet from the Yum Center.
Well, I need to octuple check anything that I see on Twitter, so I'm gonna need 8 sources before I can verify that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that you would make up, you know. I'm going to say that that's true.
Bombastic finish from Ikehan. Goes flailing to the opposite end. It's held below what they're capable of doing. Their opener, they scored 93. Game 2, they scored 75. And their lowest output so far.
The Louisville team that's down to 8 scholarship guys. They really not know who they are yet with playing with young guys. And Louisville just college basketball. Look at that Cardinal right there with Adidas sneakers on and dunking the basketball like that. That's as good as we have in college basketball. Name one.
Across the baseline is a throwback to the scorer's table.
There will be plays where Louisville, they are fighting each other to get to the charge spot. That ain't good.
Coming from South Dakota. Normally it's a bus trip from Bowling Green here to Louisville.
7 minutes, leads both teams in minutes played. That's the one stat, Mike, that coaches control. How many minutes did you play? Everything else they can't control.
Preseason all second team pick in the ACC and coming off a really solid performance last time out where he had 19.6 assists.
But the guy's wide open. I mean, Western Kentucky just defensive on that play. This is a really good win for Louisville tonight. And Louisville did not come in too cool, thinking we're in the...
And you're still able to put together a double-digit victory tonight like this. That's really promising.
Well, and this Louisville team's going to continue